Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is like a really weird video for me to film because I don't usually film stuff like this. But I guess today this is like not cooperating. My camera does not want to work. Anyway, so today we're going to do a little bit of a mukbang, but not really. It's more of like me talking while I'm having some food. So I guess it's a mukbang, but I wanted to like talk about like topics that either meant something to me or like I was passionate about. Sorry, I just got a notification that something that I've been waiting for is out for delivery, so I'm very excited. Anyway, so I went to McDonald's. I got a nice coffee, and I got these cheesy bacon fries to try, and my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit thing. So it's like my cheat day, so I thought, why not? So what in the hell? Oh my god, this egg is so weird. Anyway, so what you doing? So this is really good. I've never had this before. I wanted to talk about something that's like kind of serious. I don't even know how to like start this conversation. I want to talk about mental health in the workplace, and I know like mental health in the workplace while you're eating, like what the fuck? But I've had multiple jobs. I'm 23. I've had multiple jobs, and every job I've had has had some kind of bullshit when it comes to like mental health and like you know, when you start jobs, if you call in, you can call in sick. I don't think a lot of jobs realize that a lot of the time sickness has to do with like mental sickness too. It's not always like, oh, I have a cold. Some days you wake up and you're like, I can't get out of bed. I need a day to like regroup. And it happens, especially when people have you working 8 days in a row. It happens. This iced coffee is actually really bomb. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of a story time when something happened at my old job. I'm not gonna name any names, any companies, nothing like that. If you guys know me personally, you will know what company I'm talking about. You will know probably. But I'm not gonna say anything for legal reasons and just because I've moved on from the situation, but I feel like it needs to be talked about. Also, these are the cheesy bacon fries. They look so bomb. What is happening? Okay. So, I worked at this job and it was like a food-based job. It doesn't really matter, but when you work in restaurants, you'll realize when you work in restaurants, it's really hard to find someone to cover your shift, usually. In the department I was in that industry, there were only like maybe 5 people who worked there, so it was really hard to find someone to cover your shift. If you were like a server or something, you could usually find someone because there were so many servers. So a lot of stuff would happen at this company and no one would do anything. Like there were managers who would bully other people, and the managers who bully other people, there were other employees that would bully other people. There was a lot of bullshit going on that shouldn't have gone on. I keep forgetting to eat because when I get passionate about something, I just like I drop everything. So in this job, it was really hard to get time off, and there were times, I believe it was Mother's Day when this whole story happened, and I don't know how to explain this. So in my job, you didn't get a break. If you're a server, like sometimes if your table's eating, you can sit down for a couple minutes and then go check on them. Like, they're not really breaks, but there's times that you can just like breathe for a minute. In my job, you didn't, in my section, you didn't get breaks. You didn't get time to sit down. You couldn't leave your section, which I understand because there wasn't enough coverage, but they should have figured out a way that like you could at least have like a 15-minute break. So it was Mother's Day, and first off, my friend came in. Oh, hello, Straw. My friend who was a server came in, and he was 5 minutes late, and they fired him because it was Mother's Day and he was late, but he got in a car accident on the way here and they still fired him. Anyway, so it's stupid. So that day I was working I want to say a 12-hour shift, and if you're working a 12-hour shift, you should get some kind of break. The job I'm at now, if you work 5 hours or less, you get 15 minutes. If you work 6 hours or more, you get 2 half hours. You still get breaks, which is important. So I worked a 12-hour shift on Mother's Day, on my feet all day, running around, and I didn't get a break. So at one point, I was just so worn out, I was like, I need a break. So I go up to my manager. I'm like, hey, can I have a break? Because I can't stand on my feet any longer. Like, I've been working this entire weekend. I need to sit down for like 15 minutes. And they were like, no, it's too busy. And I was like, okay. So I went back and I was trying to calm myself down. And I was like, you know what? Like, maybe you can find a way to sneak out for a couple minutes in a little while. Like, I don't know. So I had to walk out back and I had to get something from the dishwasher. And I asked the dishwasher to hand me some plates, and he didn't tell me they were like just out of the dishwasher. And so they were like 120,000 fucking degrees when they put them in my hand, and I screamed and dropped them. So I burned my hand and I dropped the plates on my foot. So fun times. So that happened. So I go back out there and I bring the plates, whatever, and I'm just like freaking out because my hand hurts, my leg hurts, my feet hurt. Like, I'm just like, just get me, I need a second. So I told my coworker, that I was going to go outside for like 5-10 minutes. She was like, totally fine, I got it. Like, it wasn't the coworkers. My coworkers were great. Like, it wasn't them. They were totally on my side. So I go outside. I sit down for like 5-7 minutes. And I come back in. So I go outside and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't work at this place anymore. At this point, I've been working at this place for like over 2 years. And there's a lot of stuff that I might get into. If I do another video like this, I probably will get into it. But there's a lot of stuff at that place that I'm not going to get into now, but I might in the future. It was a very toxic place. When I made that video about like where I've been, it was about this place. But like I said, not naming any names, stuff like that. No. But I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting treated like shit. I'm getting bullied by my manager. Like, no one gives a fuck about me. Like, and it was affecting my sleep. It was affecting my eating, everything. It was affecting like my entire life because I would go into work at 4 and I would get out. We would close at 11 and I wouldn't get out until like 12:30 and I'd get home at like 1. And then I'd sleep until like 2 and then have to go back into work at 4. So I had no life. This was my entire life. So it sucked. So I'm sitting there and I'm outside and I'm starting to have like a panic attack. And if you guys know me or like you've watched the channel for a while, you might know this. I have anxiety. And so, you know, panic attacks happen sometimes when you're under a lot of stress. Even if you don't have anxiety, panic attacks happen when you're under a lot of stress because that's life. And so that biscuit's really dry. So I'm outside, I'm having a panic attack, and I'm like, oh my freaking god, like, I can go back in there. Like, I'm so stressed out. I want to just leave. I want to quit. I'm freaking out. And I go back in. Everything's fine. My coworkers are fine. My coworkers held it down because, like I said, they were great. And I turn around. My manager, the manager that, I'm just going to put this nicely. Let's call her C. Let's call her C. She's the one who told me that she didn't believe that my great aunt died, so she didn't allow me to go to her wake. I obviously went anyway. But she told me she didn't believe that my aunt really, that she said she didn't believe that they have wakes on Sundays. Yes. So I turn around, my manager's looking at me, and she goes, "Where have you been for the last 5 minutes?" I was like, "I went outside because I needed to breathe." And I'm like shaking still. And my coworker was like, "Oh, she just had like a panic attack, like she needs to just sit down for a minute." And this woman, C, she looks at me and goes, "You know, you having a panic attack really isn't good for business." And I look at her, she goes, she goes, "It's an inconvenience to the workplace." And I just looked at her like she was on absolute crack. Like, do you think I planned to have a panic attack? Do you think I wanted to sit outside and shake and cry and like, did you think that was like my ideal situation on Mother's Day? My ideal situation on Mother's Day was actually to be home with my mother, but the fuck. So, what I was talking about earlier is I think mental health needs to be taken more seriously because I understand it's a business and I understand it's about making money and stuff, but these people are real people. You have to understand that. As a business owner, as people, everyone is going through things and everyone has issues and everyone has problems. You have to at least try to hear them out before you're just like, "Oh, it's an inconvenience." Like, you're an inconvenience to my life, but here you are. Like, what do you mean? So, that was the story that I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to go into more detail because a lot of shit happened. I had a meeting with that manager and I tried to explain myself to her and she told me talking to me was like beating a dead horse. So, anyway, but what I'm trying to say is literally places need to realize about mental health. Like, you can overwork. When it comes to these kind of jobs, you can overwork yourself so easily. You can be like put in very stressful situations and you just need a minute to breathe. And I feel like mental health days should be allowed. Like, if you call in, you're like, "Hey, I'm having a really tough time today. I'm not able to come in." It shouldn't be like, "Oh, are you sick? Oh, are you this?" It should just be like, "Okay, I hope you feel better." Because at the end of the day, your brain is just almost even more, like, your brain is so powerful. And people don't really talk about that a lot. My God, this is crumbling everywhere. But your brain is so powerful. Like, mental health is like just as important as physical health because your brain is so important. Like, if your brain isn't in the right state of mind, literally, shit's not gonna, it's not gonna work. And it's really hard to explain to people that, like, you're not in the right state of mind or, like, your head doesn't feel right today. They won't get it. They'll be like, "Yeah, you just want a day off." It's like, no. Like, do you want me to come in and then, like, sit out back and just bawl my eyes out for my whole shift? Like, would you rather me do that and pay me for that? Because I don't think you would. But so I hope that whatever you guys are doing right now, you're having a really good day. Today's my first day off. In 8 days, they had me working 8 days straight. But, well, today's my second day off. I had 2 days off. So I was like, you know what, I want to film a video, but I was like, I want to do a talking video, but I want to do something else rather than just talking. So I was like, let's order some food for my cheat day and let's sit down and have a talk. So I feel like I might do these videos more often, but I don't know. I just find it fun to just like sit and talk about life. And topics that might not be talked about enough, because like I said, not a lot of people talk about mental health, and it's important as hell. like of course physical health is important, but like mental health is like physical health, you can go to the gym and like get in shape and stuff, but like, and you can see your health getting better, but in your mind, like you can't look at someone and be like they're mentally ill or they have anxiety. Like you can't, if they're just sitting there, if people are just sitting there in a row, you can't be like, you have anxiety. You're not going to be able to tell it. But if there are people standing up, you'll be like, oh, they work out, they do this, that, like, you know what I'm saying? So, of course physical health is important. I'm not saying it isn't. Of course it is. But mental health has a lot to do with physical health. And physical health has a lot to do with mental health. They go hand in hand. Yeah, so that's like the deep part I wanted to talk about, but other than that, I just wanted to talk to you guys because I literally haven't talked to you in forever. And I'm so excited because today I have a package getting delivered. Let me show you what I bought. Also, this is a Luxy lemon case and obviously a pop socket, but let me find, I'm so excited to get this. I've been saving up for this jacket for like years now. Okay, so you guys know, probably if you follow me on Twitter, I'm obsessed with Eddie Guerrero. I've been obsessed with him since I was like 4 because I watched wrestling since I was a child. So I ordered this jacket. It's from Chalkline, so that's the front of it and that is the back of it. So it's actually out for delivery right now, so I'm very excited to get it. Also, I'm going to wrestling on Monday. So today is Friday. So on Monday, I'm going to Monday Night Raw. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna vlog. I'm gonna try to vlog. I'm actually going with my friend Ashley, but my friend Paris that I met on Twitter is literally sitting in the row right behind me, and she's gonna vlog too, so I'm really excited. I've been watching Trisha Paytas's mukbangs for so long. Okay, is it mukbang or mukbang? That's the real question. But I've been watching them for so long, and I'm like, you know what? I love watching them, so I might as well like filming them, right? So. And then I was talking to Liz about doing this video last night. She's like, yes, do it. So here I am, guys. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more videos like this, I'm obviously going to keep doing reactions and other random videos and vlogs. I'm going to keep doing all those things. But I just thought, you know, add something else to the mix. It would be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.